In this episode, we explore how diversification can fuel business growth. Our guest today is Beka Ainebiona, Managing Director of Jebz Group Ltd, a company that has evolved from hardware and construction into a multi-sector enterprise with interests in retail, real estate, commercial tree planting, and home finishing through the Danube Home franchise. With extensive experience managing cross-border supply chains and local operations, our guest will share insights on business growth, international sourcing, and financial management, including his banking relationship with I&M Bank supported his business expansion.
Welcome to yet another edition of this podcast, Tukikube Ne I&M Bank. Yes, as usual, your host Kasuku Kukuwazabanga, and today I'm joined by Mr. Should I call you Mr.? Mr. Beka Ainebiona, the chairman, Jebz Group. You're welcome, sir.
Yes, sir.
How are you?
Nice being here.
I've been seeing your card. This is all under Jebz Group.
Yes.
So you have Beka Woods.
I have Beka Woods.
Beka Woods does what?
It does export for plywood.
Wow.
I manufacture plywood in Mubende. There's a place called Saka, Chenda, 20 kilometers to Mubende town.
Wow.
3 years ago, I was the only Ugandan who invested in the manufacturing of veneer plywood. And I export to 3 countries. I export to China, I export to India, and I export to Singapore.
From Uganda?
From Uganda.
Ah, man.
From Uganda.
Mr. Beka.
Chenda, Saka.
These are boss moves we are talking about.
Yes, sir.
I'm called Kasuku.
I've been seeing you, but I've now met the
now
right
you've
man.
Met me.
The right man.
You are my best friend immediately.
Thank you. You're my best friend too.
Man, these are boss moves you're pulling.
Yeah.
You know? That's serious stuff, eh?
Yeah.
Wow. I'm glad to meet you.
Glad to meet you too. Also, I am the number 1 home business.
Home business.
Home business furnishing in Uganda.
Oh.
For the last 5 years.
So furnishing is
That
chairs,
is
kitchen.
yes, I do home furnishing. There's what we call soft furnishing. There's what we call hard furnishing. Soft furnishing includes things like home decor, home furnishing, homeware, that kind of stuff. Beddings, all that kind of thing.
I see.
I have been the best since 2019. I've been winning Consumer Choice Awards since 2019. Even this year, when I rebranded and moved from my former brand, which was called Danube Home.
Oh.
If you know Danube Home.
Danube Home
Yes,
was you?
Yes, I'm the franchisee for Danube Home. I just lost it 2 years ago. And then rebranded to become Beka's Home Collection. If you have passed around Nkuruma Road, you will find Beka's Home Collection there. And this year, 2025, we won the award, Gold Award for Consumer Choice again.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've seen Danube in Dubai.
Yes.
That's where you had gotten the franchise from?
Yes.
You know, when I travel around the world, I travel a lot.
Yes.
So I see things and
Yes.
I was wondering, Danube.
Yes.
You are Danube.
Yes.
Muna Uganda, muna fewan.
Yes.
You're doing wonders.
Yes.
You're doing good things. So before you moved to Jebz Group, you were hardware and construction.
Construction.
So how do you move from all of that into Jebz Group? These other things you've broken down for us.
The gist of the market was customer satisfaction. I wanted to satisfy my customers in a home sector business. Because in Uganda, we had no serious home sector business that had the sections we have in home furnishing. So I said, no, let me do something that is unique, that will address customers in all ranges, from the lowest range to medium range to premium range. And that was my concept. It was a one-stop center
For
home furnishing.
home furnishing, yeah.
Yes. And that's my dream, and that's what I'm doing up to now.
I see. So how was the transition like, expanding from hardware into now more like farming, real estate and commercial tree planting for the other area in Mobende? How was it?
It is what we call in management, it's called related diversification. You can do unrelated diversification, but this is related diversification. So construction and hardware are part of the home furnishing aspects of the home. Because you must construct the house, you must furnish the home. So both, you have the hardware. In fact, if you visited our showroom on Kampala Road Pro 2C before, we had all those sections, including homeware, including hardware, including construction materials, and you could walk into my showroom and come out with everything you want in the home.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Finished. So tell us about the early stages of each of these businesses that you moved into and the lessons you learned. For example, the tree planting and the eventually plywood, and then the home furnishing.
First and foremost, tree planting, Kasuku, is not something that you do in one day.
I know. It is 10 years.
No. I have been a tree farmer for the last 21 years.
What?
21 years. Since 2003.
You planting?
Yes.
Because there are people who are in the business, but they buy.
Yes.
And already
I'm planting.
From scratch?
Yes. I've planted a total of 700 hectares as of now.
You're kidding me.
700 hectares, and our goal by 2030 is that I'll have 1,000 hectares.
Wow. In Mobende?
Mobende. Then I have Mobende, I have Nkokonjeru in Mukono here. I have also another forest plantation. I have Kabale, where I come from, now Ruchiga. I have a plantation there. So, my spirit has been to do well and exceedingly above average. That's my principle. That whatever I do something in excellence. Other than foreign companies which are in the forestry sector, I am the third individual Ugandan that is in the tree business and forestry. And we are two Ugandans who are doing veneer plywood for export. It is my company, Beka Woods and Ambience Tree Farm. We are the only two Ugandans who are doing processing of veneer in this country. The rest are 40 Chinese companies.
Jokes aside, I always tell people, this side in my world, so I tell people, you can easily meet a man who has an investment worth $1 trillion in this country, and you never know. Tell me, Kasuku Kukuwazabanga. Now, when you begin saying what you're saying, it's those days when they say, be humble. You say, let me be humble. I'm glad I've seen you. Some things,
humility is very important in life.
It is. Because now me, they come driving, I shout at people. But now the things you're saying, I may be forced to go back and apologize to people. Tell them, people, I was wrong. I've not yet gotten anywhere in whatever I'm doing. So, what are some of the lessons you've learned, especially with the tree planting? Because you've been taking us through, that sector.
Tree planting is a very expensive
Venture.
I know. You are not going to see returns very easily.
Yeah.
You have to be patient. You have to have financial discipline. That's very, very important. Some of the lessons, the most important lesson I've learned in life is trust God. Because trust is a choice. You need to make that choice. Because things you do without God's power, you are likely not to succeed. Because God is a being that helps you to succeed.
How does Jebz Group source merchandise? Like, you at the international level now, what are the complexities there of international sourcing across multiple countries and suppliers?
Very interesting, I can tell you, as a businessman. I source from 9 countries. 9 countries. And specifically from world-class manufacturers of furniture and home furnishing. Because, you see, if you are sourcing, if I'm buying for you, I don't put yourself in my shoes, I lose it. Because I must put the customer first. What does he want? Not what I want. So, there are companies globally which have succeeded in this. One is Home Goods in USA. For example, Danube Home, I've told you, in the Gulf countries, it is number 1. So when you are sourcing, you must put the customer first. Because he's the one going to buy the product. But the biggest complexities in the sourcing, number 1 is that selection is very important. Selection of the supplier. He has to tick all the boxes that
Not
will
just
favor
a
you.
few.
Yes, all the boxes that favor you when you are sourcing. And those criteria, you must set it yourself and say, this is Uganda.
Yeah.
If I'm going to buy a dining, how is it going to look like? If I'm buying a sofa, what kind of sofa will be good for our market? So, quality, supply selection, things like shipping are very, very important.
Do taxes come in there also?
When you are sourcing, taxes are on your side. Not looking for When you are looking for the goods to bring here, taxes become the final issue for you.
Yeah, fine.
Because whether you like it or not, you will pay the taxes.
You have to pay the taxes.
And in a case, the taxes are already prescribed by the parliament of the country, and therefore you have nothing to do about it.
I know.
Unless you want to cheat taxes, which you definitely, when you're a good businessman, you'll be in trouble.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So how do you handle logistics? Given that sometimes the merchandise can take long to arrive and,
Logistics is very complex. But it starts with, there is a computer language used like garbage in, garbage out. When you put in the garbage, you get what? Garbage. So you must make sure that it starts with a good supplier. Because it is the good supplier that will give you a good product. So, when you are looking at that area, it's a very complex issue, but more importantly, you need a good forwarder, you need a good shipping line, you need good service providers like banks, money transfers, so that everything is timely and cost effectively.
So your sales model includes cash and installments, of course, for loyal customers. How has that worked out for you, and how does it impact your business?
In my business, I have two models, like you have said. But I do what we call an 80-20. In management, we call it Pareto analysis. 80-20. 80 is cash, 20 is installments for your customers. But primarily, my business is a cash and carry. Cash and carry.
Sente kumeza.
Sente kumeza. Because most people are dying with businesses because of installments or credits. So the best way would be a cash and carry business. Like a supermarket. And only trust your customers with 20%. That will not fail the business. Because you have already recovered 80%.
80%,
So what you are putting at risk is what? 20%. So you can see how to manage the 20%, which is now installments. You can put systems that will be able to make sure that that 20% is all recovered.
So how do you manage customer expectations?
Customer expectations. A customer is a king now, it's number one.
Exactly.
You must know that you are dealing with a king in front of you.
Alese sente.
The moment he walks into your business, treat him nicely. Even if it means to put in some strokes like drama, make sure
that
you entertain him.
So that he's happy and he spends.
He spends.
I know.
Because without a customer, you have no reason why you exist.
Exactly.
So I have 3 issues that I do in my business. Number 1 is customer feedback. I want to know how you came to know about me. About my business, about what I do. Number 2, I want to manage delivery very well, so that the product I am delivering to you reaches your home the way you bought it.
The way you bought it.
And I am the first Ugandan to start what we call warehouse delivery. I deliver from my warehouse. Before Kasuku, people would want, after paying the goods immediately, I've paid that dining table, take a kumotoka, ngaraba, kuanga manya bana bayayi, bajaji chusa. So I tried to start a model where you come to the showroom, see a product, I like the product, agree with the price, then go home. And my staff delivers the product to your house. What you saw, what you purchased exactly on that day.
So you meet the transport costs?
I mean the transport costs all around Kampala.
Wow.
Except out of Kampala. So that model helped me to remain in touch and in contact with my customers. Lastly, I do what we call product support. Within 6 months, if there is a problem with my product and you call me, I will send a technician, an assembler, or a repair to do product support. Because products are like human beings.
Yeah.
During transportation, a screw may get out. During assembling, you may fail to put a screw very well. After 6 months, the screw gets out. So that product support is important to keep the customer satisfaction level at a higher level.
So how do you ensure quality of services and customer satisfaction across your diverse product categories?
Communication.
Communication. I'm writing them down. This is very important. Most people don't care about communication, feedback.
Communication is key. And that conversation will help you to know more. Both in what we call downstream and upstream.
Yeah.
Upstream, you take back to the manufacturer. Downstream, you see how the customer is using that product. I've been selling leather sofas. One of the lessons I found was that most Ugandans didn't know how to care
For the leather.
for the leather.
I know.
When he buys a leather, you would think that he has finished. He has bought a leather that will serve him for 20 years. But when he has left the house in the morning, the maid will get a wet
Cloth, yes.
cloth and start rubbing
them, yes.
rubbing the leather. She thinks she's doing a good job for you.
Yeah.
But when she's actually spoiling the leather, there is no leather that can stand water contact.
I have testimony to that effect.
And 2-3 months down the road, I would receive a phone call from the customer. Mr. Beka, you sold me a leather, but it's now peeling off. I would ask him, but how are you cleaning that leather? I said, no. I have a very good maid. I would say, let me talk to the maid, if you don't mind. And on talking to the maid, she would tell me she gets a wet cloth and cleans the leather.
Game over.
Game over. So that feedback and conversation with the customer is important to keep. So that way, we teach our customers how to take care of the products themselves.
So managing such a business, it's multi-sector. It requires strong financial controls. So how do you approach financial planning and risk management in these various sectors of your business?
That's a very, very difficult thing, financial management. But Financial management is a discipline. My experience is that you must be a disciplinarian to manage finances. The killer for business is managing expenses. Expenses, if you don't manage them properly, most likely you will overspend. Or you will underspend. Even underspending is the problem. Because when we were growing, there's what we used to call mukonogama. Tovako kantu. So even underspending will also what? Will also kill the business.
Exactly.
Overspending will kill business. That means the only way is to balance. Don't overspend, don't underspend. But monitor your expenses properly. 2, ensure that cash, you're managing it as a resource. People don't understand the value of cash resource management. Make sure that cash that you have is managed properly so that much of the cash that you have, plow it back into the business. Don't call Kasuku at 5 and you say,
let's have a drink.
let's have a drink.
Let us enjoy life.
And you have you drink up to 10.
Yeah.
No.
We have a saying, let us drink. God will make a way the same way he made it this way.
Yes. So
the business doesn't work like that.
No.
I see. Yeah. So you how have you managed capital or cash flow challenges over the time?
I started the Nube business with $1 million US, $1,075,000, It is a spirit that you take a decision to do things in a certain way. Now, as I've told you that over time, I've seen excellence because I want the best. When you take a decision to be excellent, you cannot think about failing.
I know.
No.
Yeah. Forward move.
Forward move. Go ahead. Managing cash flow requires a sense of excellence. Over the last 8 years, I can say that being disciplined has helped me to move very fast, to be stable, and pursue my priorities.
Wow. Have you tried rapping? Do you listen to music?
Yes, I do. But gospel music.
Gospel music. You listen to Kirk Franklin.
Yeah,
You listen to Kirk Franklin.
No, I love his music.
Is there a particular song?
No.
You can sample me?
Not really. I cannot sample.
Hey. You know there are those people who sing, oh Lord, our God. Then for him it's like, hey, yo, what's up? You know what I'm saying? So when you talk $1 million, it feels like you're Kirk Franklin and you're just saying, hey, yo, what's up? Now we are going to talk about I&M Bank. When did you join I&M Bank?
I actually joined them not very long ago. I started banking with them in 2022.
Wow.
That's almost 3 years ago.
3 years ago, yes.
But They have changed my trajectory in business.
Wow.
By the time I went to I&M Bank, I was having a problem with my landlord. I can tell you the biggest problem in this country is rent. For any business in this country, unless a building is yours and you are renting a property.
I was going to ask you now, what are you doing renting if you can have $1 million?
That is the main reason why I'm now with I&M. As I said, they changed my trajectory. And I was renting a building on Pro 2C Kampala Road at 43 million per month. That is $10,000 plus VAT per month. For 7 years, I paid $750,000 in rent. So towards the end of 2023, landlord becomes a problem. For reasons I cannot discuss here.
I know.
But that's a time when I decided to acquire a property on my own. So a friend told me there is a property on Kuruma Road. I told him I'm interested. And I went there. He told me the property they are selling it $1.3 million. I told this friend of mine, take me to the seller. Took me to the seller. It was an Indian, but they were based in UK. I told them I don't have money with me, but this property I've bought. He couldn't believe, of course. How do you say you are buying a property when you don't have money? But to cut the story short, I mobilized resources, my own resources. And this is where I want to give a lesson to entrepreneurs. That stop having property that is idle, not making money, not generating cash. It's a mistake. Find that someone has 20 properties, but none of the 20 properties is making money. I sat down and calculated the properties I had that time, and I realized that if I put 7 properties on sale, I would generate 6 billion. And I said, why am I struggling with this landlord? Let me go to town, look for property, and buy it, and move to my own property. So that's when I approached I&M, and I told them that I only need 5%. Because I could sell my property and generate 6 billion. And the Indians in the UK, they wanted $1.3 million. So my wife told me, you have gotten mad. I told her, no, I'm selling everything except your house. She said, everything you're saying? I said, yes. And I put everything on sale. except my house in Ruba. And I was able to raise 95%
Of the money.
of the money. And I paid. And the banker gave me 5%. And I paid for property.
And you shifted.
And I shifted my business into my own building.
What's the name of the building?
I've not put a new name in the building because I'm still renovating. So that's my relationship with I&M.
I think I had so many other questions I wanted to ask you about I&M, but I think that concludes everything I would have wanted to ask you.
And
Because
for
now-
any person who is a businessman, I was paying, as I said, 43 million per month. That was 500 million per year. As I speak now, the 5% that I got actually from I&M, the balance on my loan is around 500 million. So that is now my 1 year of rent to now own my property. Meaning that all the money I was spending before I was losing it.
Thanks to I&M Bank.
That's a story which some people need to think carefully. I know many people have properties.
But they are idle.
They are idle.
Doing nothing. They just want to brag.
Ninayo hapa 300 na yenga 300. What are they benefiting you? What value does those titles in the land help you?
So now, what advice would you give to SME owners about building strong partnerships with banks? Because clearly now you have a reason to.
Know your bank. Understand your bank. And trust your bank. Choose the right product that the banker is selling to you. If the property ticks the boxes, right price, everything, go with the bank. I had 5 banks I was working with before. By God's grace, no bank is demanding money from me, except I&M Bank. Why? Because I decided to leave all the banks and focus and trust one bank that was helping me. Don't put your money for other banks to use. You must have a value. You are benefiting from the what? From the bank.
As we wind up, what advice would you give to someone looking at starting a multi-sector business in Uganda today, like you're doing?
Starting a business is a big decision. It starts with the kind of business that you want to do. So, Ugandans have a problem. We don't do research. But I would encourage anybody going to start a business to do some research. Do some research. The type of business you want to start. If the business is not able to feed you with cash streams in the short run, in a medium term, in the long run, don't do it. Because you start a business and you will see money, don't see money. You see you have stock, but you are not seeing money. You have stock, you don't have customers. You have everything will be difficult for you. But understand your business, they want to do. Understand its cash flows. Because depending on where you are coming from, ensure that cash is at the heart of your business decision. Without cash, without a businessman being able to be liquidity, that business is useless. And if you have 100 titles, 1,000 titles, but you don't have money to take you to India, if they say that you are sick, you have no cash, that business is useless.
Wasting time. Okay.
Cash is a driving force of starting a business right now. If I was a rich man right now, I would invest in a money market in this country. Not consumption markets, not trading business. I would invest in a money market.
Money market.
Right now.
Money market is what?
Money market is trustees, companies,
Bonds.
and
Does that include Forex?
yes, it's part of money market. Okay. And of course, Bank of Uganda treasury bills.
Treasury bills, yeah. Well, I have a friend of mine who is always talking about bonds and treasury bills. But they said, don't
But
oversee
that
it.
is a market for rich people. That's what I said that. That's why I said that.
You have not yet invested here?
I have, but very little. But I'm considering it as my future, next frontier. Because on average, you need some sizable money to make some good money from the market. Money market,
Yeah.
The reason why I'm saying this is because moving forward, the business environment in this country is not very friendly. That's what I can say. In terms of taxes, prevailing tax rates, in terms of corruption, has hit the business environment, and other associated risks. So a money market would be a safe haven for a rich man.
Mr. Beka Ainebiona, the chairman of Jebz Group, has been our guest today.
Thank you
Yeah.
for hosting me.
There are so many lessons to pick. The first man I've heard speaking of $1 million very calmly. And I'm happy to know you, sir.
Thank you. Happy to know you too.
So let me see how the next line of our conversation goes forward. But from the team here, we want to say it's a wrap. Thank you for coming.
Thank you
for giving us your time. And we can't leave here without saying praise the Lord.
Amen.
He has been good to you.
Yes.
You greet for me your wife.
Thank you.
And like you have said, when you finish renovating, I should come and visit.
Yeah, we shall do what we call a relaunch. We did what we call a simple launch for opening that showroom. And immediately after the renovations, we shall relaunch.
And you invite me.
Absolutely. You're a guest, sir.
And we also have a coffee date.
No problem. That one I've promised.
Away from these financial things and what, I want us to sit at a posh place. That's when you can see how you manage the cash flow for the day.
I'll speak to my accountant.
Okay, that has been us here as usual. Today we have first Tukikube Ne I&M Bank.
Amen.
First hand.
Amen.
So until next time, bye.
Bye.
I&M Bank has introduced Tukikube Ne I&M Bank, a campaign focused on bridging the financial literacy gap among small and medium-sized businesses. The Tukikube Ne I&M Bank campaign will primarily be driven through a recorded podcast series hosted online and shall feature inspiring conversations with thriving SME owners that are our I&M Bank customers. The podcast series will highlight real-life stories as well as offer practical insights and lessons from entrepreneurs who have successfully navigated the ups and downs of running a business. The Tukikube Ne I&M Bank podcast will air on the bank's YouTube channel and social media platforms.